Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I will share with you how to cut and sew a mermaid skirt with cut together thread. This design is elegant, stylish and perfect for weddings, parties and special occasions. I will guide you through the cutting and sewing process. It's going to be easy to follow, beginners friendly tutorial. So come with me and let's get started. This is the fabric that I'll use. I'll be using 4 yards of Ankara for my skirt. And the first thing I'll do, I'll open my fabric up, then I'll fold it into two, right side facing right side, and I'll be cutting on the wrong side of the fabric. And I'll be using a white chalk to do this and my measuring tape, a straight ruler, the 36 inches long ruler, French curve, scissors, and also the short ruler. I'll be drafting directly on the fabric, and the first thing I'm going to do, I'll come down from the tip of the fabric by 1 inch. After that, I'll draw a straight line on that 1 inch. This will serve as my starting line and also my waistline. Now I'll take my vertical measurement from my waist to my hip. I'll mark that measurement, which will give me 9 inches. If you are making this for a dress, you're going to place your tape from the point where you want to start your skirt from. My next measurement is my waist to knee measurement. Waist to knee measurement is 22 inches. 22 inches minus 3 inches will give me 19 inches. So I'm going to mark the 19 inches. So I'll go ahead now and draw a straight line on this measurement. This is my waistline, my hip line, and my knee line. First thing I'll do is to impute the round measurement. And I'll start with the waistline. I'll impute the waist circumference divided by 4. After that, I'll come to the hip line. I will impute the hip circumference divided by 4. Once I'm done with that, I'll connect the waist to the hip line this way. After that is done, I'll impute the knee line measurement. That is the knee circumference divided by 4. There's a formula for this, but I want to be really free on this skirt. So I'm going to minus 1 inch from the hip circumference, then divide it by 4. So I'm going to mark that. Then I'll connect from the hip line down to the knee line. And you can just take your knee circumference and you're good to go. Now that I'm done with the new line, I'll come to the waistline and add 1 inch for that. After I mark the 1 inch, I'll use a straight ruler to blend that 1 inch into the side this way. Now that I'm done with that, I'll come to the waistline and add a sewing allowance of 2 inches. And I'll also come to the hip line and add a sewing allowance of 2 inches. And I'll do the same thing on the new line. And once I'm done with that, I'm going to connect from the waistline to the hip line, then down to the new line. After that is done, the next thing I'm going to do is to take my full skirt length. I'm going to place my tape from the waistline and measure down to my full skirt length. My full skirt length is 41 inches. Then I'll add 0.5 inch for sewing allowance. I'm going to draw a straight line on the sewing allowance. The next thing I'll do is to add the width on the full length. In order to do that, I'll come to the hip line and take the measurements. Whatever I have at the hip line, I will mark that at the full length also. After that is done, I'll add 8 inches extra for my flare. And once I'm done with that, I'll go ahead now and extend my line to that 8 inches. The next thing I'll do now, I'll connect from my new line to my full length. Once I'm done with that, at this full length here, I'll come up by 1.5 inch. Then I'll blend that 1.5 inch into the full length. This is the full view of what we have been drafting. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to cut it out. So when I'm cutting, I'll be cutting just that down part. I'll not cut out the curve yet at the full length. So I'll just go ahead now and cut out the side. So after cutting, this is what I have. I'll go ahead now and cut for the back, and I've placed the Ankara fabric right side facing right side for the back. Okay. At this point, you don't have to rush. You just go ahead and fold enough fabric that will be enough for your work, and that is what I've done. So I'm going to be extending my lines now towards this side. I'll extend my waistline this way. Then I'll go ahead and extend my hip line also towards the side. Then I'll extend my new line. This part now will be my center back. So I'll add a zipper allowance of 2 inches at the waistline here. Then I'll come to the hip line and add a zipper allowance of 2.5 inches. Now the extra 0.5 inch is for butt ease. Then at the knee line, I'll add 2 inches zipper allowance. Once I'm done with that, I'll go ahead and connect the waistline to the hip line, then the hip line to the knee line. The next thing I'm going to do now is to create my train. In order to do that, I'm going to place my tape from the knee line at the side here. So this is going to be our side, okay? So I'm going to measure whatever I have there. That's what I'm going to use. I'm going to place it on the knee line here this way. And I'll extend my tape this way. So I'll mark whatever measurement I have there, I'll mark it. And I'm going to add extra 2 inches. And if you want your basket to be way longer than the front, it means you're going to use a fabric of 60 inches length. Right now I'm using African print, popularly known as Ankara. Most times it has 45 inches length. So now I've extended my new length to my full skirt length measurement at the back here. So the next thing I'm going to do now, whatever measurement I have at that new length to the full length at the back, I'm going to connect it this way. I'm going to create a curve from that point here, and I'll keep marking the same measurement from that new point. My tape is going to be on that new point, and once I get this down part, I'm going to blend in from the side into the full length this way, and I'm done with the back pieces. The next thing I'm going to do now is to cut out. This side I'm cutting now is the side, while this side I'm cutting now is the center back. And thank you for watching to this point. I am super grateful. Please, if you're enjoying this tutorial so far, don't forget to drop a heart for me in the comment section. Let me know what you think so far, and if you have any question, you can ask me and I'll be right there to answer you. And don't go anywhere, because I'll be showing the sewing process. And this is what we have after cutting. The next thing I'll do now is to cut out my lining, and for the front piece, I've gone ahead to trace exact shape for the front, and now this is for the back, okay? And I've went ahead to fold 3 yards of lining into equal half. This is me trying to place the fabric properly on the lining. So I'll go ahead, smoothen it out, and if possible pin it down. And once I'm done with that, I'll go ahead and cut out the lining exact shape. I am done cutting, and this is what I have. This is the front and this is the lining side. So I'll go ahead now and start the sewing process. The first thing I'll do is to stitch my dart, and in order to do that, I'll come at this center front. You know, at the center back we have zipper allowance, so I'm not going to mark from the zipper allowance. I'm going to mark from the center front, okay? And I'll go in by 4 inches. That's my bust span measurement divided by 2. After that, I'll go ahead at this 4 inches mark. Now I'm going to notch. I am making this notch on both the lining and the fabric together. The next thing I'll do now is to mark how deep my dart will be. So my dart here for the front will be 4 inches, and for the back it will be 5 inches deep. And I'll go ahead and stitch down by 0.5 inch, and I'll be doing this for both the lining and the fabric. And this is what I have after taking out my dart. And I've done the same thing for the lining. And the next thing I'll do is to place the lining and the fabric right side facing right side. Then I'll place them on each other properly. After that, I'll go ahead and stitch down the hem by 0.5 inch. And once I'm done stitching down the hem, I'll go ahead and top stitch. After doing that, I'll also close up the side by 0.5 inch. And this is the back pieces. You know, for the back now I have two, the left and the right side. And this is one side of the back pieces. So I'll place my lining on the fabric right side facing right side. Then I'll go ahead and place it on each other properly. I will make sure that they align. And this is the down part, okay? I will make sure that the lining and the fabric are placed properly on each other. Then I'll go ahead and stitch down by 0.5 inch. After I stitch down, I'll top stitch. And after that is done, I'll go ahead and stitch down the sides by 0.5 inch from the waistline down to the hem. And I'll also do the same thing at this side. I'll stitch down by 0.5 inch from the waist side down to the hem. I have attached the lining to the front piece, and this is what I have. As you can see, my dart is inside, okay? And this is what the outer part looks like, and this is the side. This is one of the back pieces, and this is what it looks like also. As you can see, my dart is facing each other on the inside, and this is my center back. This is what it looks like. At this side, this point here, you give it a notch by 1/4 inch after stitching, so that this side will come out nicely. And this is my hem, and this is the 2 pieces of my back, the right and the left side. I'm going to place them on each other, right side facing right side. After doing that, I'll make sure that they align. I'll place them on each other properly. I'll make sure the waistline align. Then I'll go ahead and make sure the side align. Now this is the center back. This side that we have our tray is the center back, and this side here is the side that will be joined to the front. And if you remember while cutting, this point here is our center back where I added my zipper allowance. After using 0.5 to close the lining, I have 1.5 inch left at the waistline. Even at the hip line, I'll come down by 9 inches and I'll mark my hip line measurement, and I'll also come out by 1.5 there. Remember, I took 2.5 inch for zipper allowance at the hip line, but I'm going to leave extra 0.5 for butt ease, so I'll also be closing by 1.5 at the hip line, and I'm going to mark the 1.5 inch all the way to the new line where I started my train. And when I get to that train point, I'm going to blend in this way and mark 1 inch. Okay, I'm going to be stitching down 1 inch at the train side. I'm going to be closing up by 1 inch. After stitching down, this is what I have. This is my center back. Okay, and this is the tray side. As you can see, I stitched down by 1 inch, and this is the lining part of the skirt, and this is the outer part of our skirt. You can see how full the back is, and the good thing about it is that it's easy to make, and when you are wearing it, this joining part will not show. Thank you for watching to this point. Please don't forget to subscribe. The next thing I'll do now is to join the front and the back skirt together. And the first thing I'm going to do, I'll first of all contour my front waistline. In order to do that, I'll fold my front piece into equal half. Then at the center here, I'll come down by 1 inch. After that, I'll go ahead and blend that 1 inch into the waistline. Then I'll cut it out. And now my front waistline is ready. The next thing I'll do now, I'll place the front and the back pieces on each other, right side facing right side. Then I'll close up the side. Remember, I added 2 inches for sewing allowance, and I've used 0.5 inch to close up the lining. So I have 1.5 inch left. I'm going to mark the 1.5 inch on the side from the waistline down to the new line. And when I get to the new line, I'm going to mark in 1 inch. Okay, I'm going to close up from the new line into the flare by 1 inch. And I'm done stitching down. As you can see, I've closed up the side, so I pinned this down before stitching, okay, so that it will be very easy and you can do the same thing. And this is the outer part. This is what the outer part look like. So I'm going to give this a really nice press now. And this is the side, this is the down part. As you can see, the back is longer than the front. The next thing I'll do now is to attach my zipper. So I'll open up the zipper allowance to the point where I want the zipper to stop. Then I'll attach the zipper. I've attached my zipper, and this is what I have. The next thing I'm going to do is to attach my band. In order to do that, I'll open up my zipper and measure my round waist. Whatever I have, I'll use it to get my band. And for the width, I measured 5 inches, and I'll fold in 0.5 inch this way. So I'm going to use this 0.5 inch now to stitch down. I also went ahead to attach paper gum to this to give it a little bit of weight. For the length, I added extra 3 inches to the waist measurement. I'll also go ahead and close up the edge by 0.5 inch. Once I'm done, I'll turn it out this way. After that, I'll go ahead now and attach this from the inside this way and stitch down by 0.5 inch, leaving out about 1 inch or 1.5 inch. After stitching, this is what I have. This is what the inside looks like. I'm going to attach a waistband to this, so I'm going to measure the distance between the one side of the back dart to the one side of the front dart, and I have 10.5 inches. So I'll cut elastic of 10.5 divided by 2, which will give me 5.25, and I'm going to be cutting 2. So I'll cut the 10.5 and divide it into 2 equal half. After that, I'll tack it on one side of the dart line on the front, and I'll also tack it on one side of the dart line on the back. Do the same thing for the two sides. The next thing I'll do now is to close up the band. I'll bring down the band this way and use the 0.5 inch I fold in to stitch down. At this edge here now, I'm going to fold in properly this way. Then I'm going to stitch down on my 0.5 inch that I fold in. Okay, I'm just going to stop stitch it this way. Then when I get to the band point, I'm going to just drag the band. I'm not going to stitch on the band, and while stitching, I'm going to make sure that my fold is properly where it's supposed to be, so that I won't have a rough edge. I'll do the same thing all around. Once I'm done stitching down, I'll come to this side where I attach the band now. Then I'm going to top stitch on the band, and I'll do the same thing for the other side. And this is what I have after I am done. So I'll go ahead and attach my skirt hook. And my skirt is ready. My mermaid skirt with cut together trend full lining is ready. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more. See you in my next video.